Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And I know, let's just address the elephant in the room. My voice is. But you know what? I needed to get this video out in time because the hype is still there, and you know, of the greatest tournament, we need a quick video. So, of course, as you can see by the title, this is pretty much going to be a review of the greatest World Cup of all time? Question mark. The 2022 FIFA Qatar World Cup. And of course, I mean, my voice is like this because of cheering in the final. Obviously I wasn't there, but I was watching like with the hundreds of people at a place. And what's mad is it just ended in the most perfect way. But I'm actually go back to the start and talk about the group stages first, because the group stages provided a bunch of crazy matches. Now, obviously, usually group stages would be dead if you don't have upsets, and boy, oh boy, did this tournament have some upsets with Saudi Arabia beating Argentina, who were on a 36 game win streak and would go on to make it 37 and match Italy's record, but obviously they couldn't because Saudi Arabia turned off, bro. And of course, Japan beating Germany. You know what, Germany, let's just have a quick little chat because two continuous World Cups of not making it out of the group stage, and I don't know what happens with them. As soon as they play at the world stage, they're not really turning up. I know it's two separate teams. This team is also young, but and there's no striker or whatever. But I'm like, that can't be an excuse because it's pretty much been the same mold of the team for Germany for a while now, and you can't keep using the same excuse. And definitely for a giant like that to go out in the group stage twice is a bit of an L, bro. A bit of an L. But I hope they turn it around somehow because they need to. I mean, we need to see good German football too. Also, talking about the upsets, a big part of this World Cup and why the upsets were so sick is we got to see an Asian resurgence with South Korea and Japan playing out of their mind, and they totally deserve to make it out of the group stage purely based on the sheer effort that they put in on the pitch. Excuse me, bro. Oh my god. Okay. So based on pure efforts, at least they needed to make this. And you know what? Sometimes you'd be like fucking up with the play style or whatever, but they played slick football. It was high effort pressing, and when they held a low block, they held a low block. Or at least they tried to. I mean, they did get lucky in occasions, but hey, luck favors the brave. So you know they worked out perfectly for this World Cup. And above all, bro, Morocco, first ever African team to reach a semi-final. They've gone the furthest, and they played some of the best football that I've seen in terms of defense. And when you get the ball at the other end of the pitch, they just went and played good one-touch football because they have really technical players like Ziyech, Bufal, and then they've got people who can just cross the ball into the box, and they have good targets in the box like El Neziri, who is an aerial threat as everyone knows. And of course, some teams were pretty much aging coming into this World Cup, like your Croatia or your Belgium. One of them turned up and one of them really didn't. Now, Croatia might not have played the best football for your liking, but they got the job done, and that's all you want in an international tournament. And Belgium, with some of the great players that they have, including my favorite player, didn't really get the job done because they have a clear problem with finishing. There's some dressing room differences. Their manager is sacked now. So obviously a lot of things went wrong for Belgium, and pretty much you can say that this is a wasted golden generation. It was not the same as the 90s England vibe, but this group seemed like they had more chemistry at the start, but something happened there and it's just not working out properly for Belgium. Again, they need a proper rebuild. I don't know where they go to from here, but whatever you do, you gotta fix this situation real quick because pretty much I don't know if they can even compete for the 2024 Euros. Hopefully they can turn it around because we need a good competition there too. And now coming to the youngsters that we got to saw in this World Cup, oh my God, some of them turned up so good. Like Saka, obviously, everyone expected him to have a good tournament considering he's starting in England, but to be their leading goal scorer, pretty much, Saka did a great job. He was actually supposed to make the first team according to some people. Like Lakwip's first team put Saka at the World Cup 11 along with Messi and Mbappe, which I think is the correct choice. But overall, people also picked Giroud over Saka and then obviously put Messi at the front. I mean, you could go either ways, but Saka played really well, and Saka's mismanagement in the end could be one of the reasons why England went out, in my opinion. Because keeping Saka on the pitch was absolutely necessary, and I think they messed up there. Apart from that, obviously Enzo Fernandez got the young player of the tournament, and it could have really gone to Saka or him or even like Bellingham, because I asked others, like who do you think? Because I didn't want to be totally biased because I'm a huge Bellingham and Saka fan, but a lot of people said Bellingham, a lot of people said Saka, and I actually feel like if France would have won the World Cup, Chouameni could have been the young player, but Chouameni obviously sadly missed the penalty, and he just didn't. I mean, in the balance of play, you would likely say that Enzo Fernandez was better than Chouameni, for sure. And throughout the tournament, that may be the case too. But Chouameni got a goal and everything. I think it always boils down to have you scored a goal at least, because see, Enzo Fernandez scored a very sick goal. Chouameni scored a very good goal against England. So yeah, I think the finals also decided like who would be the best in terms of the young player too. And the Golden Glove, see, I thought it would be a more clean sheet based thing, but not really. As soon as they announced that it would be the best goalkeeper, I was like, it's straight up Emi Martinez, because the man carried Argentina in a. I wouldn't say carried Argentina in a shootout, but bro, every time a keeper does well, I like to give more credit to keepers in penalty shootouts in case they make saves and win it that way, like Bono did. So it was a toss up for me between Bono and Emi Martinez. And after Emi's performance in the finals, it was pretty clear that Emi should be the Golden Glove winner. Along with that, of course, now he is my player of the tournament apart from who. Kylian Mbappe, bro. This guy just turns up at the world stage. He's played 2 World Cups, ladies and gentlemen. 2 World Cups, and he's played 14 games. That's the maximum amount of games you can play in 2 World Cups. You can only play 7 to win or lose the tournament at the final stage. And Mbappe has scored 12 goals in 14 games. He treats everything like a club record. He's scored 12 in 14 years, equal Pele's record. I'm pretty sure next World Cup Mbappe might come and he might break Klose's record, and Mbappe might be pretty much in my eyes the greatest World Cup player of all time, along with Messi, Pele. You see the age gap though. Mbappe is just turning 24 at the day of recording. I'm like, bro, this guy is relentless, and it's been years and years of him being such a high production superstar, and France are really lucky to have him because, as I said, I don't feel all that bad for France for this performance, but I felt bad for Mbappe the way they lost. But goddamn, bro, he is going to be in the GOAT argument in the future, and if anyone has to eclipse the GOAT, it has to be him. And since he is not, and I'm constantly bringing up the GOAT, you know who I'm talking about, Leo Messi, bro. Whatever I had to talk about Messi, a lot of it is on my Instagram post, which is on the description. You can check it out. But Messi deserved this, and a lot of Messi fans deserve this. This is football completion for him, bro. It felt so surreal when Messi lifted that World Cup. I'm like, finally, this is not a Photoshop edit, and it's the actual thing. I was so gassed to see this. That's why my voice is absolutely in the trash because I screamed so much. But hey man, if not Messi, who else deserves this more? Like, he put everything on this, and after the shambles that the 2018 Argentina World Cup run was, him coming back and doing this is beautiful, and the way he won it was just great. And obviously, Messi said that he'll continue his Argentina career, but yeah, I mean, he has completed it. He can go on because without him, there's still, I'd say they're still not that great without Messi, because you still need a person who can pull those strings, and Messi is definitely that person. Now, obviously, a scary proposition for all the teams is playing PSG with a Villanar Mbappe, a Villanar Neymar, and a GOAT Messi. That team is scary, and yeah, all the best to Bayern Munich, I guess, because they got to deal with them. France actually, they have a very good young team, so I'd expect them to make a run again in 2026. I think in 2026 it's very highly expected for Brazil, France, England, and who else could make a run with Brazil, France, and England? I'll keep it at those three right now because they seem like they have the brightest futures coming. Some research held in 2017 pretty much said that France would probably dominate, if not at least make the advanced knockout stages in the next three tournaments. So that was said in the 2017 year, and now it's 2022. France have since played two World Cups and they've made the finals in both, winning one. So, and of course, shout out to the supercomputer which predicts the World Cup. They got it right once more. I think this is the fourth or fifth time running. They've got Argentina right this time, and we all needed it because we just did, and yeah, a lot of things happened in this World Cup with even Portugal's elimination, and Portugal were in a messy situation anyways. But yeah, the whole thing, like, they just fizzled out at the end. Wasn't great to watch, but whatever works. And of course, we'll have some upsets. Uh, some teams were obviously still disappointing considering how they started, or how they were throughout the tournament. Like Qatar, I didn't expect them to make any noise, and yeah, they didn't really make any noise at all, even though they were the home team, pretty much. And Ecuador started well, but they didn't get the job done too. Uh, but a lot of teams which made the knockouts tried to fight their way back. Even Switzerland disappointed a little, but teams like Netherlands, they fought back against Argentina. It was all really good to watch. That was another entertaining ass game. Argentina really need to stop giving up those 2-0 leads, bro, because it just gets hectic. And on another day, anything could have gone either way. But you can't have Emi Martinez saving your ass in the last minute all the time. But hey, all the things perfectly fell into place for Messi to win this World Cup, and he just needed to, because it was the only thing missing from the most beautiful footballing story of all time, the greatest profile of all time, and it was the only trophy missing from the cabinet of the greatest player of all time. So, yeah, that was just beautiful to watch. And at the end, the celebration, it felt like, even though you are not from Argentina, but since you associate yourself closely with Messi, you wanted to watch him lift that trophy so bad, and when he did, it was just an absolute beautiful moment. Well, guys, that was my review, and yeah, next time, by the next time, surely my voice should have been sorted out. But I had to get this out because you still got to stay in that World Cup high. You got to stay in that World Cup while it's there. Of course, club football is coming back, so maybe there'll be more videos about that. But for now, thanks for watching, and bye bye.